Outdoor life we all can share with family and friends. We'll do it all together with a practical sportsman. We'll do it all together with a practical sportsman.
Hello, sportsmen. This Sunday, the 22nd of June, is Father's Day. You have any clues as to what to give your dad? I got an idea. Instead of getting him something concrete, you know, like some object, why don't you take him fishing? You can get a charter. Well, I did this past September. Took my dad out on a fishing trip. I hadn't been fishing with my dad in years. I also took the dean of Cooley Law School, two guys who were pretty important to me in the last few years, in fact, my whole life. Stay tuned. I'll show you a great Father's Day gift. You've heard the slogan, "Take a boy fishing." Well, that's what I did at the end of August. In fact, I took 2 boys fishing. Not young boys, these were older boys, but neither had ever been on a boat like this in the Great Lakes. The best chance, too, is a $400,000 Tiara. A boat you usually see is a cabin cruiser. Best chance has it outfitted for fishing. Lots of space in the back, rod racks all over. This boat is big enough to take most any wind, waves, or weather that Lake Michigan dishes out. Now, on this day, Lake Michigan was calm off Saugatuck. That's always a bonus when you want the people you're taking fishing to have a positive experience. Our crew included deckhand Bill Bale, my father, Norm Trost, Captain Dave Engel, and Dean Don LeDuc, the dean of Cooley Law School, a man who had never been trolling on the Great Lakes. I promised if he got me through law school, I'd take him fishing. Dave Engel took the boat out to 140 feet of water. The El Nino effect of this summer has kept the water unusually warm and the fish unusually deep. Now, the dean taught me administrative law. This was my chance to teach the dean about salmon fishing. Both Don LeDuc and my dad had never used some of this space-age fishing tackle at best chance. Rods without guides, reels with sophisticated clutches. I enjoyed introducing them to this new experience.
There we go. Go, Norm. We got that? Get in there, Don. Come on, Don. Get him, Don. Nice Chinook.
There we go, king salmon. That happens to be on good line with a good knot, good snap swivels.
There he goes again.
Yep.
And then as that fish gets up here to the boat, what we want you to do is step over towards the middle and keep the rod down low to the gunnel of the boat. That'll keep the fish from getting pulled out of the water and getting pulled off.
What about pumping the rod, Bill? Is that not...
We got lever drag reels by Shimano here, and they're very, very smooth, so we don't really have to pump on them. If you got a drag that's sticky or something, then you may have to pump the fish in. Occasionally we'll have the guy pump it, but not on a salmon like this, you won't have to do that. You see how the fish is coming up to the surface there? But you can see your line coming up out of the water there?
Yep.
Okay, now it's time to slide over towards the middle of the boat a little bit. There you go. You see your fish on the surface back there?
Not yet. Slider's on here. There, he's running at you. See him running right at you?
See your fish there?
Reel.
Yep. Reel like man.
Keep up
Reel
with
like
it.
man.
There you go.
Okay. There you go. Now see how he's coming right at you?
Yep.
Keep it tight. There you go. See, that fish is just swimming there, relaxing.
Yep.
These salmon you have to be kind of aggressive with. The lake trout are passive, you know, you want to be slow and easy. But these you got to keep, see how he's running all over? He's actually running ahead of the...
Yep.
Yeah.
He is.
Going right at it now.
Yeah. What we want you to do is stay down, okay? Take one step back to the middle of the boat. There you go, right there.
How are you doing?
We're a little tangled, so we're going to have to trick here. Just back up. Back up. Got it. We got tangled in our extra lure up there.
Nice salmon. Well, it is
The
a
grill?
nice one. The grill, yeah, that looks good on the grill.
All right.
All right.
Now, is that your
Thank
first?
you, sir.
That's your first salmon trolling.
Correct. That's right.
Well, let's get the
The
scoop
very
here.
first one.
You just saw the dean of Cooley Law School reel in a salmon, but the little known secret is he's fished steelhead for many years.
For many years, yeah. This is my first. This is a Chinook.
That's a king salmon, Chinook salmon.
Yeah, that's my first one of those. A lot more active than lake trout. Lake trout's the only other kind of fish I've ever caught a lot. But he did move around a lot more.
But you fished your steelhead when? Back in the 70s and early 80s?
Yeah, well, late 60s and 70s.
Then what
a little
happened?
bit into the early 80s. Got old.
No, come on.
Not me.
No.
No. Kids getting into school age, and all my fishing buddies got old and retired, and it was hard to get a group together, and the social part was gone, so that was part of it. Part of it was the kids getting into high school activities and that kind of thing, going to the games.
But now your kids are in their 20s. Those excuses are gone.
Yeah, they are.
You got a cush job.
Yeah, true.
You got time, and you know you have enough income that you can afford to do this. But so why haven't you been?
Well, it's a full-time job just taking care of people like you, Fred.
Yeah, that's right.
I had you on my hands for the last 3 years. It was tough. It was tough. I had to work extra hard to get you through law school.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. You did well.
You should. And
yeah.
I meet your dad here, and now I understand that I'm not alone carrying this burden.
What are you laughing for?
No, I'm not laughing.
You're laughing. Carrying the burden. That seemed to strike a note.
Yeah, that did. That did. Yeah. Yeah. Well. Anyway, Don, you did a good job there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Now that was
a lot of coaches around here. It's pretty hard to go too wrong. Everybody giving you instructions.
Right.
You noticed that.
Throwing in an extra line made it a little harder, but.
What was that? That was a coho?
King salmon.
King salmon.
Majority of our catch have been kings or chinook. That particular fish is what we call a 3-year-old king. In other words, it would live another year here in the lake. We can tell by the size and the way the scales come off and stuff. And then the majority of our catch is that right now, with a few lake trout mixed in there. Some days more lake trout, and then occasional coho. Maybe 1 or 2 coho. You know, if we get 3 or 4, it's a big day on the coho. But we have been catching coho almost every day consistently.
Are the fish mixed up as far as a school of fish? They'll be mixed up, or will they be pretty much segregated? All kings and all.
No, the fish school, for the same reasons. The bait fish are there.
Yeah.
They basically like the same temperature, water temperatures, from the low 40s to the mid to high 50s is where those fish will be, and they're all there for the same reason, to eat the alewife. That's where what we'll do is we'll find we'll go down. You asked me the temperature was 76 degrees on the surface, okay?
Yeah.
It's 42 degrees, 110 foot down right here. In between there's a severe temperature break at about 70 feet. It goes from in the high 60s to the mid 50s. From that level down are where the salmon and trout are right now, because that's where the bait fish are. The zooplankton and stuff all builds up on that severe temperature break, and that causes the bait fish to come there. And of course the big fish come after them, and we go after the big fish. So that's why we're fishing deeper. You know, this water, you can see, has got a lot of plant life, you know, a lot of plankton, a lot of stuff in it, just because of the color of it. You know, it's real green. It looks like almost like you're in the Bahamas, you know.
Yeah.
You know, ocean water right now. So the water's beautiful.
Now, one thing we do in the business is put your arms out.
To make the fish look bigger.
Yeah, well, you know that.
Though. Put your fingers back underneath the fish. Slide your fingers back underneath the fish. Back underneath.
Yeah.
No, back underneath. You don't want your fingers out in front.
Oh, I see. Oh, so
hold that fish out away from you. Try to make it look
bigger. I see.
You got your fingers up there. Looks like you got the hands with fingers that long. Show you a little trick.
I didn't even know that.
I'm just too modest for this business. You know?
Yeah. Hold her out there. Yeah.
Well, that's a good one. Oh, look how pretty the green is on it.
Tell you, the thing is, this size though, it's great eating.
Yeah.
It's great eating. See, they got your steelhead have white mouth. Salmon all have black mouth.
Okay, that's a good lesson.
So that's how you can tell the king and the coho salmon have a black mouth, and all the trout have white mouths. White gums.
Anything else? Any other?
See how he's spotted on the tail, and his tail's semi-V'd here?
Yep.
Okay, that's more of a salmon. A coho wouldn't have the extensive spots on the tail like that. It'd have a white mouth.
What about the steelhead tail?
The steelhead would be more
Straight
square
across, blunt, yeah.
instead of being semi-V'd like this. And it'll have lots of spots on that.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice color in this.
Yeah.
Up here on the top, you can see in the sunlight, the iridescence.
Great eating too.
They're
kind of slimy. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Thanks, Fred. Let's get him back in here before you guys
On the ice,
On the ice. Boy, seeing Don LeDuc, my dean at Cooley, catch his first salmon was a lot of fun for me. Maybe I enjoyed it more than he did because it was such a new experience for him on the Great Lakes. Well, then I got to watch my dad tussle with the big fish. Now, this was the guy who introduced me to the joys of hunting and fishing.
Nice and steady on the reel.
How's the deal? No, you don't have to worry about having the guides.
On this one, no. We're so poor we can't afford to have guides on these rods.
Yeah.
Oh, these are the new experimental ones we were telling you about. No guides on them, so you get a nice true arc. You get a good feeling for the fish with them, too. These reels are very fast. You notice how if you turn the handle slower, that you're gaining line better on him than when you're turning it real fast. And the reason being is when you turn it fast is you actually slip the clutch.
Yeah, slipping the clutch, right.
Good news is you only got another 88 meters.
Oh, those are meters? Seriously, that's meters?
Yeah, that one's in meters.
Oh, so that
was 115 meters out.
Yeah.
Wow, that's 345 feet. More than that, meters.
Yeah, that's more than a football field.
Just gotta take your time. Young guy like you know, you can't just rush into it. You gotta just nice and easy and enjoy the fight. See how you're gaining them? So just slow but sure. You know, if you pull up on him and you're in the middle of the pull at 10 foot of leverage and he thrashes down, when the fish is thrashing, you feel that pumping on the rod. He's actually laying in the water with his mouth open, head going back and forth trying to get rid of that hook.
Yeah.
So you're pulling up at the same time he's doing that, you're actually helping him.
Yeah.
And by just a nice steady reel and keeping the rod bent like that, you know, it doesn't allow him to tear off as quick, especially with a trout with a little more soft mouth than what the salmon are. So we were telling Don there when it was a salmon, you can be a little more aggressive with them. And the trout, you have to use a little more finesse and take it a little easier with them.
So you're betting that this is a lake trout.
Are you a betting man, are you, Dad?
Oh, sure.
Oh, boy.
Well, I won't bet against you.
You won't?
No.
I was going to say, I got a dime in my pocket here I'd be willing to bet you.
No, I mean, yeah, I'm sure you're right.
Got a nice shiny one here.
Yeah.
Could be yours.
Well, I'll take that dime
You're
bet.
You're going to take that dime bet?
Yeah, I'll take that dime bet.
There you go. See, that's not really gambling. That's just good, clean fun.
That's right.
You never fished with a rod like this with the line going up through the middle, have you?
No, never have. No, in fact, I've never seen one before.
This was no bamboo pole.
Yeah? Can you tell any difference?
What? No, except, I don't know. No, I can't tell any difference. But
Just keep a nice steady reel on it.
I get the net up
Step
here.
back just a little bit, Dad. There you go. Stay right here with me, buddy.
There we go. You're not going to swing him aboard, are you?
Keep your rod down, Dad. Keep your rod down. There you go. Now just look towards the front of the boat. Left. Let him down, Dad. Let him down. There you go.
Hey, that's a dandy.
That's a good one.
Yes, indeed.
huh?
Just hang right on, man. Let me pull a little line out.
You know what that cost you?
Yeah, it cost me a dime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Why don't you hold him up, Paul?
Okay.
You want to get your hands dirty or you want me to hold him up?
No, I got him.
Got him?
Oh, yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you see, I was on Don's fish, it was a black mouth, a black
Oh, was
mouth
it?
of the salmon. That's white of the trout.
Yeah.
There you
He's
go.
kind of marbled looking.
Yeah, he is marbled.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
neat. Give you quite
That's
a
right.
fight.
Well, yeah, he did. I'll have to say that. Yeah. Okay.
Good job. We put him in here.
In the
guys?
cooler.
There you go. Now Don's fish isn't so lovely in there.
There we go.
Well, both of my boys now had fish. Frankly, it had taken several hours of trolling in the early afternoon, but by 6 p.m., the wind died down. The water was flat, but the fishing pace picked up.
Oh, got it. Yeah. All right. Hey, how about that?
There. That's a fish.
That's a fish.
That's a fish.
That is.
All right. Well, thank you for that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the dean of the college here. Now we're darn proud of this fish.
Absolutely.
How smart.
Well, now the dean is showing more sparkle. His enthusiasm for Great Lakes trolling is growing, but, you know, it isn't just catching trophy fish that we're after. Nor do we need to catch lots of fish to have a good day. Now, it just so happened that my two boys did catch lots of fish, but the outdoors is sort of a family thing. Bill Bale is like Uncle Bill to Dave Engel's two sons who met us on the dock. Now, even though we're not all related by blood, there is a kinship that develops when people fish together. Now, I've had a kinship with these two guys over the years, and I really enjoyed having us together. When I said we became brothers in the boat, you can see what happened when Don got a fish on. My dad wanted to be a part of Don's accomplishment by netting his fish. Now, netting is a critical time in landing a fish, and my dad almost knocked the fish off. Whoa! The close call made the landing that much sweeter. You want to know what camaraderie is in fishing? Just listen.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier to net the fish on the same side of the boat.
The family is pulling together like a team. My dad now has a fish on, and Don grabs the net. Now the two of them team up to land another fish.
What teamwork. Oh, yeah. That was a good job on that.
That was nice.
Yeah, this was not my day to catch fish. It was my day to bring a new experience to two very significant people in my life. The excitement was electrifying.
Another one. Fish on! Fish on! Fish on! Yellow rod! Yellow rod! Yellow rod!
And my dad learned that grabbing a rod isn't that easy.
Oh! You got him! You got him! His eyes are crossed.
Fishing memories are sweeter when you fish with people you appreciate. Like my dad, the gleam in his eye is a picture I want to remember.
There you go.
Fish, fun, and family values. The picture of a perfect day.